Hello and welcome to Cricket House Gaming. Today we'll be focusing on the History Challenge. The History Challenge is a legacy-style challenge in The Sims that takes your Sims on a journey through history, starting with the Stone Age. There are a lot of rules to this challenge and I'll put links to them in the description box below. If this sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, welcome, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any episodes of this History Challenge. So let's make some Sims history. It is very early morning and Pranav has gone off to work. He is very upset that Ilsa spent a lot of money to build that shrine. The tax collector has recently dropped the bills off in the tax collection box, and it was well over 1,000 simoleons for the bill. Ilsa did have a art exhibit with her daughter Lise, but it didn't bring in a lot of money. Pranav is not feeling the best. He's uncomfortable from the stressful situation of their finances going down, and his job does not pay a lot of money. It is winter, so the garden is not producing food right now. The children still have to be fed. Ilsa is not the best being money-minded because her mother took care of all those things, and her mother didn't teach her about money because money was a rather new thing when Isle was an adult. Isle never really had to think about money because the land provided for every little thing. But now that things are getting more elaborate, they have to hire specialists and stuff to build structures. Some of the food that they have been eating, they don't grow on their own. And Ilsa didn't learn a lot of the skills that her mother knew. Her mother did attempt to teach her, but she just didn't want to learn them. She's making the forager stew that her mother did teach her. They do have enough fruits and vegetables to be able to make this food. They did breed frogs for money when Isle was alive, and Ilsa has attempted to do that, but the quality of frogs that they have has been going down because there's a lot of frog inbreeding. Lisa's over here working on her handiness. Mother keeps talking about building buildings. Her handiness isn't the best. Maybe I can improve my handiness and learn how to build structure, and then we won't have to hire people to build the structure. Grandmother built these structures with grandfather, so I know it can be done. I just gotta work harder. Elise did make a knife block. It does look like it actually is a decent knife block. It started off at 5 simoleons to buy the materials, and it is a 10 simoleon item. She's gonna sell that to the merchant to get another piece of wood so she can work on a horse sculpture. Elise has a soulmate aspiration. She needs to find a romantic partner and go on 2 dates. I wonder how I'm gonna find this mate. Mother seems preoccupied with things around the homestead. I told her I was gonna look for a mate and she said she would go out there and find one for me, but I don't see that she's doing it. Also took a nap. Oh, I better get up. I think Pranav is back from work. Let me try to sweet talk him into spending more money on expanding the homestead. The houses around here are getting rather dim and they're falling apart. We need to improve our structure. The volcano did a lot of damage to the structures, Pranav, and we need to have them fixed or make them more modern. They've been around since the Stone Age, Pranav. I understand what you're saying, and the ugly truth is we don't have a lot of money, Ilsa, to fix the building. You sort of cursed the family when you spent that money to build that shrine. We need it for the winter to buy food from the merchant. I know what you're saying is true, but we can't have the buildings fall down and hurt the children, Pranav. I know enough about handiness to be able to reinforce some of the structures, but we don't have the money to build entirely new buildings. You are so strong and so capable. I know you can fix the building. Ilsa is trying to use her womanly wiles to get her way. You light up my day. How about I show you how much I appreciate you? Let's go woohoo. It's been so long. She's hoping that she can change his mind about spending money. It looks like Pranav is in their bedroom. Ilsa is shooing him off. Ilsa isn't thinking about the possibility that she could still have a child. And Pranav isn't thinking about anything but woohooing because they haven't woohooed in such a long time. He forgets that woohooing can sometimes make babies, and if they have more babies, that's going to cost more money for them. Isla is in here throwing paint and pigment on the ground. She's so bored. I need to clean this up before Mother sees. I'm never going to hear the end of it if she sees a mess in here. Lise was hungry and made herself some grilled. She is not having any fun. She's going to go see to taking care of her needs. Ilsa and Pranav have completed woohooing. As much as he would like to stay in bed and cuddle, he has forced himself to get out of bed. He's going to see if there are any odd jobs for him to take on the posting board. He is allowed to take on jobs, so he is going to go travel. He will take Lise with him. Let me go to the Learnatorium to see if there are any odd job postings. Pranav has traveled to the Learnatorium to see if there are any odd job postings, because there aren't any job posting boards around where they are. He has taken Lise with him to the Learnatorium. He wanted to introduce her to this library. Lise is seeing this this as a great opportunity to possibly meet future mate. There is a young man here. Hello there, my name is Simbilis. Who are you? His name is Argus Nair. He does look to be a young adult, but she could marry him when she gets older. Do you like music? I like music. She has learned that he is a natural musician. She's approaching him to see if she can learn any more about Argus. Pranav is going inside the Lunatorium to use the job posting board. He is going to take the moving furniture job because it does pay 24 simoleons an hour. He doesn't have a rating for doing odd job, and he is going off to do that odd job, leaving Lise here by herself. He trusts that she'll be safe and he'll return here when he has done his odd job. But there's lots of books and people. Nothing will happen to her, and she'll be occupied with the books. I'll be back when I'm done my job, Lise. Lise didn't really hear what he said as he ran by. She's going inside the Lunatorium to see if there are any other males to speak to, while Pranav is off at his job of moving furniture. This is a strange and lovely place. There are so many books. We have books on our homestead, but not as many books as there are here. Hello, I don't mean to bug you, but my name is Simbilis. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. His name is Gerardo. Never seen so many books in one place. Is this the first time that you've come to the desert land? This is my first time to the desert lands. I've never been to this place called the Lunatorium. Oh, this Lunatorium has been here for many hundreds of years. All of the writings of many generations are here. What kind of knowledge are in the books on the shelf? So much knowledge here. I don't even know which book to look at first. Don't let all of the knowledge cloud over your eyes. Just go over to the bookshelf and pick up a book. I'm sure you'll learn something. She's going over to the bookcase and taking his advice. She found a book that says Cooking with Moats. She's going off to read it. I wonder how long Pranav will be gone at his job. Oh, there's some recipes about cheese in here. I just wish we didn't have to buy cheese from a merchant. How is cheese made? I wonder. She is not paying attention to any of the people around her. She's so engrossed in this book. And this is a good way for her to pass the time. Pranav didn't know how long the job was going to last, but it does seem that he's there. Lisa is loving this place. This recipe is so fascinating. I wonder if I can duplicate it when I get home. Reading is improving her fun, and it is passing the time. I could read this all day. I wonder if I could purchase a tome like this. It probably costs a lot of money. She noticed when she put the book on the shelf that there was another male in here. She's introducing herself to him. So fascinating. There's so much knowledge in here. Oh yes, the Lunatorium is so full of books. This gentleman is named Kevin. He is an adult. He might end up being a little bit old for her. Do you come here to the Lunatorium often? This place is so neat. This is my first time I've ever been here. There's so much to learn in here. He thinks that he is the most handsome male she has ever seen. Just standing here and looking at him, that she's developing a crush on him. You happen to have a mate? She came right out and asked. She did learn that he doesn't have a mate. She does have to have a romantic partner. It doesn't mean she has to marry him right away. Nothing wrong with me just flirting with him. I hate to bug you, but did anyone tell you how attractive you are? You look really nice in that outfit. She has learned that he is loyal, and he seems to be taken with her beauty. She's feeling so emboldened by the environment. He really is stunning to her. He is old enough to be her father. They have developed the beginning of a romance. Do you think you would consider going on a date with me? It depends how far I would have to travel to see you. I live where the river meets the sea. Is that too far away for you to travel? I would love for you to travel and meet my mother. She is trying to arrange a future mate for me. It would be neat if you would be at the top of the list of prospective mates. It would be really sweet if it worked out and we were married someday. I don't mean to bug you, but it's getting late and I should probably head home. I don't know where Pranav is, but I should probably make my way home. It was quite a journey. I don't want to be traveling at night. At least did make it home before the sun has gone down. I hope Kevin at the Lunatorium tells Pranav that I went home. Maybe that was rash. Maybe I shouldn't have just left. There's not much to do about it now. I'm home. And I am rather filthy, so I should go take a bath. I could tell Mother about Kevin after my bath. Pranav went out to where the woman wanted him to move furniture. He's returned home. He's rather mad because he did read on the job board posting that she had gave him a negative review saying that he agreed to do the job and he didn't show up. I wasted my time traveling all the way out there and that woman wasn't even there. I wonder how I can regain my reputation as a good worker. I feel like I did more damage than good agreeing to take that odd job. Benedict was playing hide and go seek with his brother in the bushes and his mother is watching them. Fish is talking about how he's hungry. Ilsa's overheard that Fish is hungry. She's gonna go see to putting some food down on the eating chair and see to feeding the children. Lisa's finished with her bathing. She sees that Pranav has indeed arrived home. He didn't speak to her. He's going to see taking care of his needs. He didn't wash off after working at his primary job. He got excessively dirty trying to start the secondary job that never panned out. I'm just gonna stick to my main job because these odd jobs jobs aren't working out for me. I'm sure that I've convinced Ilsa that we need to be more frugal. I know she has listened to my words, and she won't go spending money on anything. Buildings really need to be closer together. Everything's spaced out so far away. It's not very efficient for the family, and the children could wander off, or a wild beast could come in and scoop up the children. Yes, I think I'm going to move the buildings closer together. I should probably talk to the person who built the shrine and ask them to work on building the building. Getting dark, and I don't like the fact that the buildings are spaced out so far. A monster could come out of the forest, and I can't fight things off the way my mother did. I'm going to go inside. I'm terrified to be out in the dark all of a sudden. I never had this irrational fear of being out in the dark before. Must be because I'm getting older. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for stopping by our Crooked House. If you like what you saw, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to follow the Simbilis family on their journey through the Middle Ages. It really helps us out. Have a great week. See you soon.